Why does The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess get so much shit? I really don't understand it. Gamers everywhere were clamoring for a mature Zelda game after Wind Waker, and that's what we got. We got a mature Zelda game with dark themes and honestly a very interesting story. Now when it came to Wind Waker, now everyone loves it, but if you remember, if you were on the internet back then, I was like 11 years old, surfing the web, a lot of people did not like Wind Waker, especially leading up to release. Everyone called it Zelda because of the cel-shaded art style, and even after that, there was a bunch of people that just weren't digging it. I just think that Twilight Princess was the exact thing that everyone said they wanted after Wind Waker. We got it. We got the mature Zelda, and the game just gets shit on a lot, and I don't really understand it. From a gameplay perspective, it was really like an evolution of the series. It gave us special attacks with Link's sword, and you like learn them throughout the game. You're constantly learning new moves, and then it gave us way more items than we've ever gotten in any Zelda game. Like, we got a freaking ball and chain. Like, what the heck? That is so random, but I think it was freaking awesome. And I definitely prefer the swordplay in Twilight Princess over the motion-controlled swordplay that we got in Skyward Sword. Not only do I personally think the swordplay was the best in Twilight Princess, but the temples, the freaking dungeons, these were amazing. I really think this is where the series peaked when it came to giving us awesome puzzles inside of temples and implementing new items to take advantage of inside those dungeons. And this category specifically is where I think Breath of the Wild was really lacking. We didn't have traditional dungeons. I personally think that they should bring back temples, and I hear a lot of people around the web saying that as well. I do like the shrines and doing all them, but we need full-blown temples again. Like, it's what Zelda is. It's in Zelda's blood. We need that, Nintendo. And also, would you bring back the hook shot? That's my favorite item in every single Zelda, and you took it away, you stripped it away from us in Breath of the Wild. Now, Breath of the Wild is a great game, but it may come as a surprise that I personally like Twilight Princess more. I think Breath of the Wild is too big. Twilight Princess is a perfectly concise open world. It's not big for the sake of being big. Every corner of the map has a purpose. I'm getting kind of tired of open world games being way too big. Now, Twilight Princess, it's fairly small. Like, we got Lake Hylia, we got Hyrule Castle, we got Death Mountain, we got all the stuff you can expect in a Zelda game, and it was all really compact and just overall felt like a cohesive experience. Now, like I was saying though, we got the mature take on Zelda that everyone didn't like about Wind Waker. We got the best swordplay in the gameplay, which is miles better than Skyward Sword's motion controls, and then what I personally like more is an open-ended game but has a more linear path, pretty much the opposite of Breath of the Wild. Not to mention the amazing puzzles and bosses that we got in these temples. Honestly, I think a lot of people who judge this game really only think about the first few hours of it. I'll be honest, it's a drag. It just takes too long to leave that beginning town and temple. But after that, it's an awesome world at your fingertips and there's so much to do. And everything feels like it has a purpose. Nothing is random. I love the open-ended idea of Breath of the Wild with its puzzles and its shrines, but it breaks everything we know about Zelda. Zelda has always been, you have to do this to get something done. There's always a very, very linear path that you have to take to get these things done. And Breath of the Wild broke that for me. And originally when I played the game, I was like, this isn't Zelda, I'm done. And then I was like, you know what, I didn't give it a fair shake. I went back and played it, realized how great it was. I made a video about it. But yeah, I just think that way too many games are open-ended lately, and I like linear experiences. I'm kind of over open-world games, and that's one thing I like about Twilight Princess. Everything has a purpose. There's not multiple ways to figure something out. There's one way that the developer intended, and you have to get it done. And I just like experiencing exactly what the developers intended, the story they want to tell me, the experience that they're trying to give me. That's what video games are all about to me. That's all I really wanted to talk about today, guys. I just wanted to make a video about Twilight Princess because there's just like no one really talking about the game anymore. I really wish it would get ported to Switch, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Do you think Twilight Princess gets too much shit? I will talk to you guys down in the comments section below later.